there are many different approaches that we take in our creative process when we're asked to create a great advertising campaign, because not one approach will work for everyone. A startup company versus a company that has been in the market a long time, a tangible product versus a service. All of these things affect our approach and our process when we're creating and enhancing your brand identity and your product advantage.
For Ben Franklin Crafts, we already advertised on the radio station, and I was very comfortable with my account executive. And now we were taking our advertising to the next creative level. We did that about a year ago, and I've been very comfortable with the decision that we made to move forward with this jingle for our store.
The given in this example is that Ben Franklin Crafts has been around a very long time, and so a recognizable name in the market. So the short answer to our process was simply to enhance upon that already good name. Or as Mary said at that point in time, she was ready to take her creative and her advertising to the next level.
So now it was time to have Jim out to the store so that they could learn about our business. And as we're walking around the store, he said to me, he said, I keep hearing people saying, wow. And I said, yes, we get that all the time. And little did I know that that would be the phrase that they would focus on to use in our jingle.
Mary from Ben Franklin and I are talking, and while we're walking through the store, I think I heard the word wow 7 different times from different customers coming in the store. And as I got thinking about that, I'm thinking that should be our positioning phrase. Wow, Ben Franklin Crafts.
Some harmonies, make it bigger than just a single word, but harmonize it with a group, maybe put a fall off on it. I don't know melodically where we go with it, but just an event.
So melodically we could, so you're saying a big harmony, wow, then bum, I'm thinking bum, bum, ba-dum, bum.
Just down the scale, 3, 2, 1. Yeah, well, you're right, so if we say we're in E, but we get the big wow.
Ben
and then
Franklin Crafts.
Sure.
What do we got for measures there then?
Well, about this tempo. So, wow, Ben Franklin Crafts. And so it's like a bar and a half, 6 beats. So probably 4 seconds or so at that tempo.
All right.
It's nice and short. Gives us plenty of room for other stuff.
Let's do it. We've been writing and producing jingles since 1980. Kurt Cowling is a phenomenal musician, and we really have mastered the art and process of writing music and lyric for advertising. Yeah. Wow, look at all the things to do. Projects right here for me and you. Ben Franklin Crafts. And that's why we hire professional singers, which I give significant credit to the incredible talent in musicians and singers that we have at our disposal when we're writing and producing custom jingles and creating advertising campaigns for our customers. It really is an orchestration of communication and a sharing of ideas in our process of creating great advertising.
Wow, look at all the things to do. Projects right here for me and you. Ben Franklin Crafts. It ought to be Ben Franklin for your creations. Oh, your soul destination. Ben Franklin Crafts. Wow, Ben Franklin Crafts.
I'm Brian Belmer, Director of Brand Marketing for the Tozino's Pizza and Salad Bistro brand. We had come to Jim and to Kurt with a small idea, a seed, if you will, of what we wanted for a jingle. Didn't know exactly what, but we knew to come to people that were experienced, that could take that little seed of an idea and have it grow and bloom and blossom into something much, much bigger. And in fact, what we ended up with was much bigger than we could have ever imagined.
Nice to see you.
Nice to see you,
You know what I pulled out of storage? This was the recording technology from 1996, digital audio tape.
Wow.
And that has the original Honda City jingle on it.
Huh.
You imagine when we recorded in the studio, we were still splicing tape to put together vocals. Do you remember that session?
I do. It's amazing. Today you could probably do that on your phone. But that's a real testament to you and your company, because we still use that jingle today. In fact, when I teach junior achievement around the city, when I go around at different classes, I ask the kids, or I tell the kids where I'm from. Has anybody ever heard of Honda City? Once in a while, I'll get out there and the kids will start singing that jingle.
It's
so
more
we
than
know
just
it's
a Honda.
Right,
Remember
it's
that?
a Honda City, Honda.
And then what year before that we did Dodge City?
Yes.
We're the good guys in the white hats.
Yeah.
Wow.
So that is quite a testament to you and your company that the jingle has lasted all this time, and people, even the young people, know it.
That's quite a compliment.
Good for you.
So
Good for
we did
you.
that jingle back in the late 1900s.
So your jingle's been on the air about a year,
It has?
and I remember you called me like the day after it started to air.
Yes. Very excited. We had our first potential customer who called, and
And actually turned into a customer.
he did. And he had been really contemplating a roof for the last 2 years and didn't know where to begin with a company. And he heard our jingle, looked us up on the web, checked us out, and he said, "You just were everything I was looking for."
So from that conversation, I called Barb at the radio station, your account executive,
Yeah.
and I asked her, and I told her what happened, and she looked at the log and she said, "My gosh, Jim, the jingle has only aired 3 times."
I know.
Properly practiced creativity can lift your claim out of a pool of sameness to a point of persuasion and urgency, because advertising fundamentally is persuasion, and persuasion happens to not be a science, but an art.
Something about him just started to really click with me. And the more we got to talking, I just realized how really creative he is, how passionate he is about his work. And I just knew that this was something that I was now interested in.
Make sure your advertising says something with substance, something that will inform and serve your consumer. And make sure you say it like it's never been said before. Nobody will sit around and count the number of ads you run, but they will remember the impression you make.
We know you'll love Jingles. Honda City, Honda. It's more than just a Honda. It's a Honda City, Honda. Honda City.
Your home can be more maintenance free when you